2 weeks to go in the regular season. It's the NFL on EA Sports. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up this afternoon, an important matchup here in Week 9 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The Falcons enter this new season not just with playoff aspirations, but with the thought they could compete for a title if everything breaks right. But first, they've been handed a tough assignment here on the road right out of the gate. So let's go now to Denver, Colorado, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Falcons are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. As his target. That picks up 7.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 30. Making the catch is Shannon Sharp, and he's going to be tackled right around the 43. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. From the gun, Romo makes the catch in the open field. Wins there to make the tackle. That's a timeout by the defense. The line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a bunch set. Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback. Falcons will line up. First down markers right at the 15-yard line. Romo is going to take it from the gun. On the offensive side with his third long, all you want to prevent is the turnover. You did that, so it's a victory for the offense. The coach is going to go for it. The Falcons line up. Split backfield. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football. The Falcons had time to go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up. First down at the 27. Here's the quick toss. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. Here's a look at the offense, and watch out today for Demaryius Thomas, who is tremendous after the catch. Well, we have this phrase that we say, and we mean it adoringly. Demaryius Thomas is a beast, absolutely on the outside. He can run by you. He can run around you. He can fake you out. He just has everything you want in a wide receiver. The Cowboys at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Jimmy Graham has the catch. Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end. At the line of scrimmage, the 41. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Tosses the football. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, this secondary will certainly need to be on point here in the passing game. And now they'll try over again on second down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun. And it's swatted away.
On the offensive side, if it's third and long, there's very few plays that you have that are going to pick this up. So be careful in a situation like this.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
The Cowboys come out with a split backfield.
Let's go.
They're down and 10. On the money. Wins there that time for the tackle. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Staying with the passing game on first down. They'll run it off the toss. Then picks up about 3.
Coming to the line at the 15.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Second down and 6. And now here's Charles on the toss. This is third down. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Cowboys are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And the reception by Charles. In for the score, Dallas. Bill, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really sharp drive.
The Falcons in kick return formation. And this is Ginn running it out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Randy Gregory with the sack. The Falcons on offense here to start the second quarter. That leads us to second down. Falcons elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. This will be second down. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Tony Romo uncorks the long pass.
that play that time. Well designed by the offensive coordinator. Yeah, it was a good throw and catch, but that time I'm giving all the credit to the design of the play. That's what made it happen.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line. This play set up by the long gainer. Set up screen. Derek Brooks in on the tackle.
The Falcons offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Second down coming up. Handoff by Romo. That's a gain of 7. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
So, first and goal to go. And he hauls it in. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line. Second and goal from the 5. The defense gets a sack.
Now, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
Third down after the sack. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Romo stepping back into the shotgun. What a catch. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got third and goal. Not a lot of room, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
And the point after is good. The Falcons now ready to kick the football down the field. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Cowboys offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
Midway second quarter. And that's David in on the stop. 2-minute warning. Second down and 2 to go after the running play. The give. Adams is there to take it down.
When you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First and 10. The pass is complete to Thomas. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Second down coming up with about a minute to go before the intermission. Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Second down and 10. The catch is made. Taken down at the 33.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Coming to the line at the 24. The Falcons defense lined up in a 4-6 formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
First down following the long play. And they'll run the football with Charles into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
And this is Ginn running it out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
The Falcons now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 14-7. Falcons from the 22. Looking long. And Quinn with a near takeaway on that pass. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job. Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Second and 10. Going for the home run. Makes the play. Brought down at the 47-yard line. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Beckham is just going to wave his arm here and make the fair catch. The Cowboys will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
The Cowboys break huddle and show a jumbo look into the open. He's tackled right at the 36.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
First and 10. They'll run it here. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
the defensive line. They're all talking. They're all shifting to the right. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Fights through contact. Third down on the way. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. From the gun. Demaryius Thomas with the grab. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got to lead. It's close. It's fourth down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Cowboys believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Falcons call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The Cowboys have decided now to go for it on fourth down and a short yardage situation. The Falcons defense packs it in now, going with the Cowboys turn the ball over on downs.
That was really a tremendous stop on fourth and short by the defense. Now you've got to expect your offense to come out here and take advantage of this situation.
The 37 is the line of scrimmage. Falcons line up, split backfield. First down at the 37. Bennett gets to him.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Did not get both feet down.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. The Falcons need to get to the 27 to pick up a first. Down the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The Falcons elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Launches it down the field. On target.
The Falcons, good job that time, moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
First and goal from the 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Loss of 4 on the play. Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line. Second down and 13. Toss play. How about that run? Touchdown. They've tied it up with that touchdown, and it looks like these teams are on level terms as we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they are. Boy, this turns everything around. Isn't it amazing? It's tied, but the team that just tied it up, they got to be feeling a lot better than the other team right now.
Patterson won't test the coverage here as he takes a knee. Press coverage all the way. The Cowboys at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Gets it out for the completion.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
From inside the red zone.
When we were in practice on Friday, Jim, this team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a tie game. We'll see if all that practice pays off.
No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
Let's go.
Second down and a long way to go. Good for only a yard or 2.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
We're about to start the fourth quarter. We're all tied up, Phil. And can both of these defenses continue to match one another here?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch this. It's been a fantastic defensive game here today. And I think it comes down to this. Which defense is going to be stronger, can create that turnover, and give his team a great chance to win.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. Makes the reception. Cowboys in for the score. And they've got an early fourth quarter lead after that touchdown.
Yeah, I know it's early in the fourth quarter, but that is a big deal. When you talk about the fourth quarter, that's when players start looking at the clock and how much time is left in the game. And, of course, that goes without saying. So do coaches.
Patterson's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Has the grab. And that's a gain of 10.
The Falcons did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get it up. But what does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Again has the reception. Tackled down at the 47. No time to huddle now. First down at the 47. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
failing to complete that one. So second down here. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. And here we have second down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Play clock's running down. Looking long. Comes down with no. The defender tips it out.
When you get in a situation like this as a quarterback, it's in the second half, it's third and long, you're losing a close game, it's up to you to make the right decision. Don't force the issue. If it's not there, throw it short or throw it away.
On the way, third down. Falcons need to get to the 43 to pick up a first.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
3rd and 10. And they get the sack.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback and pass.
Let's go. 3.
Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
The Cowboys know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
The offense back out on the field here for this fourth and short play. From the gun. 6 for the Cowboys.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? An easy touchdown pass.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Jackson's running this one out. And he's brought down by Brian Cushing. That return's good for about 20. The Raiders got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right here.
The grab is made by Sharp. They'll mark him at the 22. That's his first reception today.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
First down at the 27. On target with Tyler Eifert. That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Cunningham's back in shotgun formation. Scrambling now. He's got the catch.
Well, in the NFL, they can't always block those defensive linemen. Good job that time by the quarterback, avoiding the rush, getting outside the pocket, and a beautiful throw on the run.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Forte's going to secure the football on the toss. The Raiders have it at the 34. Shannon Sharp has the catch. It's about 9 on the play. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the first down.
Cunningham's 5 for 5 after that completion. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's tackled right at the 24.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
Second down and 10. And they deck the quarterback.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and you saw it that time on display.
The Raiders get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. The Raiders now at the 31.
The Raiders really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
That field goal narrows the gap here in the early part of the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was a good drive, Jim, that time. It's a morale booster. It gives you energy and did everything for your football team. I know it was just a field goal, but I thought it was very important for the football team.
First down at the 20. Outside now on the toss.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
After running it, it's second down. It's a two tight end formation. Toss to the outside. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
Max, just not an outside rusher. Dude, we see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside, and he stops it for no gain.
Third down now.
Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Charles is taken down at the 46.
If they're going to take away all the receivers down the field, throw it short to your running back, and look what they can do in the open field. Nice run by the running back.
It's first down as they head to the line.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
Looking to go up top again on first down. An open lane. Coming to the line at the 48. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Second down. Handoff made. Picks up about 2.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopping for a short gain.
It's third down coming up. Out of the gun. Graham's got it. And on a pass, had some heat on it. Dallas in the end zone.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy to get in position to make the catch.
And the extra point is good. The Cowboys getting ready for the kickoff. Holiday's going to test the coverage this time. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down at the 18. Screen. Got the completion. They'll mark him at the 28.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
He has the grab. Tackle made by Hayden. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. 2nd down and 5. They're setting up screen. Donald's there to take them down. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. 3rd down.
Raiders will second-guess that play call. That time on 3rd short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's 4th down.
The Raiders will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Cunningham's got it in the gun. The Raiders turn the ball over on downs.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Great starting position here for the offense. The Cowboys come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Incomplete. Jimmy Graham was the intended target on that play. Coming to the line at the 35. The Cowboys come out with a split backfield.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Finds Graham. And Davis is in on the tackle. 1st down here.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you. Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stop the clock.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Get ready.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a 2-yard gain. The Cowboys signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. This is 3rd down.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run it on the toss. Woodson's all over that offense and brings him down. The Cowboys face 4th down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football. And the kick is good for 3. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the 2nd half is underway. Patterson's going to make the fair catch this time. The Cowboys come out to open up the 2nd half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the 1st half, Bill.
Yeah, be smart here in the 2nd half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Let's go.
2nd half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. playing press coverage to the outside. They better hurry to get the snap. Gets the handle here. Tackled down at the 22.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Third and 8 coming up. The Cowboys get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. They'll go shotgun here. Thomas has got it, and a first. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 36. Woodson's the one who brings them to the ground. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
The Cowboys will use a timeout here early in the second half. The Cowboys are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The Cowboys snap it at the 36. Looking to go down the field here. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And with that score, they now have a nice buffer to work with over this last quarter and a half.
They do, but this game is not over. Now you got to come out there on the offensive side, and you got to find a way, come up with some new plays, take a chance, and get back in this game. It's not over.
The Cowboys getting ready to kick it away. Holiday's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Hendricks in on the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. Strong eye handoff here. 3rd down on the way. We'll go no huddle.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Scanning the field. Got the catch. One-handed.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
Here's the first snap after the big play. down, and they inch closer.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown. Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the two-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
And as hard as they try, they fail to recover the onside kick. The Cowboys have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
Moving it to the other side of the field at the 49.
Let's go.
First down and 10. They'll go ground. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The line of scrimmage, the 48. Trying to beat the play clock. To the ground. He's brought down at the 46.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Cowboys offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. On the way, third down. The Cowboys will line up the first down markers right at the 39-yard line. Pulls it in. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
The Cowboys will go for it here on fourth down and short. Press coverage all the way.
Let's go.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Looking across the middle.
The Cowboys absolutely got a little greedy that time, thinking that they couldn't be stopped. They go for it on fourth down. Here, winning in the second half, and they failed to convert. That's a big mistake.
First down at the 41. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Raiders get a first down. That's his first reception today.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Second and 10. And he's forced to the ground.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
3-step drop, and he's taken down again for the sack.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. the chances of giving up the big play are pretty high. But the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Cooper's got the catch on the touch throw. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. Throws the pass. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap. Second down and 10. Odell Beckham Jr. has the ball.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Just a quick drop back. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Milton's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back 3. The defense gets the sack. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Coming up to the line at the 11. They bring in the extra tight end. Quick drop back. Touchdown. And they get one back.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
Go from 2 yards out. They get it across and secure 2 extra points. The Raiders will line up here for the onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. First down at the 49. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
The Cowboys have it at the 44. Flip to the outside. He's taken down at the 47. The Raiders stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. Now looking at third down. The Cowboys line up, split backfield. From the gun. He's got the catch. That's a pickup at 14.
That was a good call by the offensive coach that time. They needed 1 first down to win this game to seal things up. He makes the right call, and they get a big first down.
Coming to the line at the 39. First down here after the completion. Here's the handoff. That is a strong eye.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody two things. Stay in bounds and put two hands on the football.
Second down and 11. Catch made. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. That touchdown might just wrap it up.
Yeah, it sure will, Jim. It's been an exciting game all day, and to score late in the game like this, to put it away, it's time to celebrate a little on the sideline.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Raiders offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing.
And he's taken down.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback, too.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second and 14 after the sack. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And the pass is picked off, and that will all but do it. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
I'm at a crossroads, lost hope and a lost quotes. My heart smokes for the fire that jarred and provoked. For the disbelievers, guess the game was missing the leader. Now they kissing my sneakers, lipstick on my Adidas. Word to the reverend, I'm running it like Russell. Since the game is a scrimmage, I'm stretching my muscle. It's blasphemous. Hazardous, hazard, smash on they with this classic bash. Gave him the biz. You ain't even gotta ask if you do it to the casket dip. Believe it or not, legacy mean a lot. Seen in the reach for the top. Y'all screaming, I drop. Damn, high break. Free from they make prisoners up of Rikers Island. Think out the box. This couldn't have been predicted by the Mayans. Wrestling with religion and science. Look, give me something.
Money getter till I'm a 1%er. Business is warfare. Edgar Hoover said, stop the rise of a black messiah. The judge said, charge teens as adults, turn them to lifers. Us holy, brush waves slowly, Tusker ivory beside me. Thus no slave Toby, don't try me. We enter in the age of Aquarius, where Ukrainian armies and U.S. National Guard tensions flaring up. So unforgiving is the